doing separate things. This tastes flat.
Let's start the show.
Fucko. That's the opening.
Hi, everyone, and welcome to Mistakes Were Made, the show where we talk about mistakes and things we love, and maybe even remember why we love them in the first place. I'm your host and residential mistake artist, Eduardo Vaca, and with me, as always, is fellow mistake artist, Christopher Hecker.
Hello, I can't drink soda.
No, sensitive teeth.
It hurts.
Yeah, so this is the second episode we're recording in a day. I don't know if we're going to put this out as the first episode of the season, two-parter,
4.1.
cliffhanger. The point is... Resolution, tie-in, series, event.
I need it.
I don't know. So today in this episode, we're just going to do a little rundown of movies. So we figured the best way for you guys to, if you haven't seen the show, or if you want to get to know us, or you forgot who we were, the best way to remind you was by showing you just our basic opinions on some movies. Our worst sides, yeah. So we've each compiled a list of 10 movies. We're going to read them to the other, and each of us is going to give our one-word opinion on that, and then we'll kind of break it down for every movie. But okay, so Chris, do you want to go first by reading your special movie?
Like, what do you mean special?
I don't know, just like read a movie from there. I'll give my thoughts, and and you can give your thoughts.
The Super Size Me documentary.
Bullshit. That's the word I think of. Well, what do you think of when you think of that movie?
I think of fake, because when I watched it, I pretended to throw up.
Why did you pretend to throw up?
Because he was throwing up, and then I ran out of my friend's room while we were watching it, and I ran to the bathroom, and I pretended to throw up.
You watched this for your leisure?
Yeah, as a child.
As a child, you're like, why'd you pretend to, just like to intimidate him? I mean, like,
I
imitate.
I thought it was funny. I wanted to be the funny.
You're like, I just wanted to laugh.
Sorry, I opened it.
It's okay. I think it's bullshit, because I kind of don't buy any of it. I don't know, he grosses me out.
I think he ate more than McDonald's.
What do you mean? You know what? I think he might have had some snacks. I think he might have nibbled on some other things.
I actually wanted to eat McDonald's more after I saw that. I was hungry for a cheeseburger.
I kind of was. Is that wrong if I was too? Well, like, I won't get hungry for no cheeseburger if I see, like Food Inc. or something, you know what I mean? Like, about the agriculture industry or whatever, but if I see someone just eating McDonald's, I'll be like, I haven't had a Big Mac in a while.
Can I have a nibble?
Can I have a nibble? Let me have just a piece of the bread.
Just look at your mom and say, can we get one, please?
Yeah. Can I have a middle bread?
We don't have food at home.
but they always find something. They always find something. Okay, I have one for you. Mr. Popper's Penguins.
Underwhelming.
That's a good word. I was going to say boring.
Boring?
It's boring. That's the thing.
It's a family movie. You don't have a family.
What?
This is where you live.
This is where I live.
You live in the studio.
I remember when we watched... I saw the movie in... What was that? Like middle school, high school? I don't know. But I remember thinking I loved Yes Man. And Yes Man... Okay, whoa. Yes Man is a great movie.
It's funny.
What? It's so good.
I know, it's fine.
It's great.
Zoe Deschanel has weird eyes.
I guess. But I loved Yes Man, so I was like excited for Mr. Popper's Penguins for like no logical reason. Because you're not like, yes man, now Mr. Popper's Penguins. And it was really boring.
That's okay. He took care of penguins. I saw it with my family.
I remember when he does his little walk, and I was like, yo.
Have you read the book?
No.
Oh,
I didn't even know there was a book.
Yeah, it's based off.
Is it good?
It's okay.
I believe it.
It's a very different ending, but whatever.
It's long-haired Jim Carrey, and I don't know how that makes me feel.
He's like a penguin. He's like an emperor penguin, right? Is that the one with long hair? Like the weird thing?
Oh, yeah, it's like a little frazzled mohawk.
Yeah.
The fluffles? I think that's the scientific term.
The foffles.
The falafel. Okay, what's the next one?
Every single Dragon Ball movie.
I haven't seen every single Dragon Ball
That's more than one answer. They're all the same.
0 is what comes to mind then. I have not seen... I don't think any Dragon Ball movie. Well, that's not true. I saw the terrible live-action one.
That doesn't count. That's not what I'm talking about.
No, it's not what you're talking about. I saw that one, and
Who played Goku? I know it was a Jason something.
He played the sun in War of the Worlds. I don't know who that is, but I remember he played the sun. And I was like, oh, that's crazy. He was on TV last night.
Wow, he was with Tom Cruise.
He was buddies with him.
I think then I'm Tom Cruise, but bitch, I'm Bobby.
What?
That's a song. You don't know that song?
No, I don't know that song.
Oh, fuck you, uncultured swine.
It's true. But yeah, I saw that movie. That movie was terrible, and I guess like they butchered Piccolo. And all I know about Piccolo is that he's green.
He's not even like really a bad guy. It's just
That's what I heard. I heard that like he wasn't a bad guy. The movie made him a bad guy.
he started off as a bad guy, but then like things got cool. You know, whatever.
I think the Dragon Balls like opened up a portal for him.
Yeah, I can't drink this. I'm just not gonna yawn.
Okay, so another one I have. Evan Almighty.
Childhood for Dragon Ball. There you go.
What do you mean childhood for Dragon Ball?
I thought we were both doing one word.
Are we doing childhood? We are, I'm sorry.
It's
So you
like-
said childhood.
it's
Okay,
like
so
when-
how many Dragon Ball
it's like
movies
when
are there?
Sean and John Franco were here, and you totally skipped over me that one time.
I'll do it again, bitch.
Yeah, you just
So
did.
what? How many? I don't even know how many there were.
There's like 15. Dragon Ball has been around since like the 80s.
Is it like a cumulative thing, or have they rebooted itself?
No, it's a cumulative.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
That's
fuck
disgusting.
You're disgusting. You don't fuck you. You don't even fucking know
gross.
Piccolo.
Unless Goku. Okay, like well,
Unless
okay.
Doc.
So Gok. It was Gok. I think to say so. Goku is one of the people they want in the new Super Smash Brothers game.
It doesn't make any sense. But
I agree, but I would be like, I have no like affiliation with Goku, but I know I'd be excited to see him in the
And
game.
you would main him.
I would main him so hard. I would A side him, so I would C stick him.
I would main Goku and Echo Goku.
Who would be his Echo Fighter? It'd be Piccolo.
No, it'd be Mr. Game and Watch.
Piccolo is a weird name,
It's all based off like vegetables, man.
but what's the Goku a vegetable
His
for?
Saiyan name is Kakarot. So carrot.
So, ew. Why did they think that was? I don't know. It's not for me.
It's Japanese. You don't get it.
No, I
You're not even
don't.
close to
No,
getting
I
it.
don't. I only have Paddingtons to understand. So, here's a question. What do you think of Evan Almighty? One word.
Uninspired. Because the first one was better, and it just kind of just copied.
The first one was better. Okay.
It was
I
better.
think of rewatchability. Because it has none, but as a child, I watched that movie many times. Whether it be on
Evan
TV.
Almighty?
Yeah, on TV or on the pirated DVD
Yeah,
at my
you like
aunt's house.
You like
It
It was
mine.
always like the uncle or aunt that had the pirated
Yeah.
DVD. My uncle
No.
had those, and he would sell them to us, I think.
Really? It's hard to get them. Where'd you get them? Where'd you get them? I mean, like, you know a
Swap
guy
meet.
who knows a
Get
guy.
them at the swap
You
meet.
can't even get them at the swap meet anymore.
What are you talking about?
They don't have them.
No, you're a liar. I've seen them.
Where? Which swap meet? Okay, we're in La Mirada. So.
Santa Fe Springs swap meet.
Okay, I was there 2 weeks ago. I couldn't find any of them.
Well, you probably went down the wrong aisle.
They're all wrong aisles. But no, it's hard to. I don't know. There used to be days where it seemed so easy just to get a pirated movie. People would sell them just like outside of Pizza Huts and stuff. They'd be like, "You want a movie?" And you'd be like, "Yeah."
Yeah, sure.
You want to see Spider-Man 3? It came out yesterday.
Yeah, I think I got it on pirated first.
I did too.
I got
It was awesome.
X-Men 3 on pirated too. Yeah, I remember you talking about that.
You know what's good? When you get like a really good pirated movie, like it's DVD quality, and you're like, yes, because that was my copy of Toy. I think I still have it, Toy Story 3, on pirated DVD, and it's like white, and I wrote down in like Sharpie Toy Story 3.
So I never forgot it.
Yeah, no, that was a great one.
Yeah, keep the soda away from me. I'm dying.
Stop drinking it.
I have. I put it down.
Put it down, Chris.
All right.
Don't pick it up.
Okay,
I'll
Ed.
come back now.
Give me your opinion on Justice League. Or one word opinion.
I think horse. There's a scene in which the bad guy shoulders an oncoming horse, and he just like lifts him up as the horse is coming. And look, I don't want to over-exaggerate. It's the best scene in all of movie history.
more than like the joking at the grave digging.
Oh, that's true. They that's a weird movie.
It is weird.
They like dig up Superman's grave. He's dead.
He's fucking dead.
Like it's a dead body and he looks fine for a dead body. Isn't that weird?
Yeah,
He just
perfect.
looks like Henry
Everything-
Cavill.
And his upper lip looks dead.
His upper lip looks shaved off. But you know what, Nate? You know what? It was worth it because Mission Impossible 6 is perfect.
On my list, yeah, it is. It's fucking perfect.
It's perfect.
3 times and it's still perfect. On my list of movies right here, the only one underlined that I can like, oh, I can't say it yet.
Okay,
There's one underlined.
My underlined movie was Evan Almighty. I thought that was peculiar. I was like, have they not heard of these other ones, or what's the deal? What's your opinion on that one? Whichever one we were talking about.
Grave, because it needs to fucking
Grave,
die.
because it needs to die,
It needs
and
to die
it did.
and resurrect.
Don't worry, it's gone forever. You're not getting into the Justice League anytime soon.
I hope not.
That's so sad. But at the same time, I live. Okay, so you ready for your next
Great.
one? Great.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is for a movie that hasn't come out yet. What are your thoughts on Venom?
Shocked.
Really?
A little bit.
What are you shocked about?
That it's kind of looking fun.
I think of 90s.
I think the 90s are fun. Actually, no, I don't. No movie.
Not,
from the 90s is
it's like
fun.
comic book 90s where it's just like, let's make this guy as muscly as possible. And he talks about like ripping people's limbs off. And he talks about like a turd in the wind.
Lungs, pancreas, spleen.
Yeah. Like liver. Liver's another one. He's like, so many tasty treats. And it's like, dude.
So little time.
That's gross. Like, that's dumb. And a part of me is like, maybe this will be cheesy, dumb fun. But I have the feeling it won't be. And I feel bad for Tom Hardy.
I don't. He chose it. You know what he's doing.
No, we didn't. I feel like they screwed him over. But I don't know. What is it? We've had 2 trailers now, 2 or 3, and none of them have sold me on this movie existing.
Soda. Soda. You're gonna need soda and popcorn to enjoy this one, buddy. That's for sure. And you're gonna pay to see it in theaters, buddy.
I will. Yeah, unless they're saying it's like the worst movie ever.
I don't think.
Which I don't think it will be.
Ever.
Ever.
No.
I'll probably pay money to
As
see
long as it doesn't have a D or a C near its title, it's pretty good.
it. I don't know. If Justice League 2 came out tomorrow, I would pay money to watch it.
Yeah, but I'm not going.
You're not going. You didn't want to go to the first one.
Not really.
And then we made you go, and it was a good episode of the podcast because we were tired.
I feel like I didn't talk for like what movie did we watch, and then like we reviewed it with Sean, and the next day I didn't talk for like 20 minutes. Like, at least half of the podcast.
I don't know. That sounds like a Thor.
I like Thor.
Thor was good.
I liked
It
Thor.
was fun. Okay,
My
next
turn.
movie.
Gulliver's Travels. The
Jack Black version?
Classic.
I've seen it once, and I wasn't paying attention. But so I think Emily Blunt. So like if we just say Emily Blunt, one word. I feel bad for her.
Wait.
She was like contractually obligated to that movie.
Wasn't she gonna be Black Widow?
Yeah, and she was contractually obligated to Oliver's Travels. Or to Gulliver's Travels.
Oliver?
Oliver and what is it? Oliver in the Big City? Yeah. That was also her.
Ooh.
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 It's one of those movies.
I say Last, because I feel like it was one of Jack Black's last fun movies.
You think it was fun? Well, what do you mean? You haven't seen Goosebumps, have you?
I saw Goosebumps.
You didn't like Goosebumps?
It was okay.
I thought
I'm just
Goosebumps
kidding.
was really good.
Yeah, it was fun. Yeah, it was fun.
Goosebumps was really
I
good.
met the boy actor from that movie, and he was...
Oh.
Didn't I tell you? Like, I didn't put enough
He's
butter.
from 13 Reasons Why, that guy, right?
Yeah, I met him.
Oh.
And he asked for more butter on his popcorn. Oh, no. He wanted butter on his popcorn, but I didn't put enough. So instead of asking me to just do it again, he asked someone else. I'm like, fuck you. I think your name's Logan? I don't know. You look like a Logan. That's for sure, dude.
So you felt slighted by this. Like, where was this here at Regal,
Slighted.
the Opera?
Yeah.
Whoa, were you the only one who recognized him?
No, other people did. He's a regular. I don't
Really?
Know. I don't know if
so he's in the area.
Yeah, I don't know if he is anymore
Let's
because
find
he's
him.
getting bigger, but like...
Let's find him.
No, I don't want to find him.
We got to talk about
Bring
this
him
whole...
butter.
Just bring him butter. But like, it's not even real butter. You can't believe it's butter.
I'm
Sort of deal.
I'm so glad that they can control how much butter they put on now.
I think you
I
can.
don't work there anymore. Quit. I think I quit. I think I did.
What do you think?
It's long. It's like
Fingers crossed. Let's
save-
hope you did.
Save for like episode 6.
Yeah, that's like a mid-season finale type of reveal. Okay, so my next movie is Babe. You ever see Babe?
No.
The pig?
My one worded thing is no, because I haven't seen it.
You haven't seen it? No, it's pretty cute.
Didn't like the main like guy from the movie like become like a vegetarian from it? Like the farmer. Like,
Did he really?
I think he did, because he like you see
That's
that
so
pig
cute.
just running around.
They're just running around doing their own thing.
Yeah, like so
Getting
no.
Babe? Okay, since we have nothing to talk about Babe, we should watch both of them. They're pretty good. I don't know like what context you would feel cool watching Babe, but whatever.
I had the video cassette and I never put it in. I never
Really? Wait, was it the one with like the purple backdrop and like the
I don't-
white lettering?
I don't think mine wasn't purple. Mine was like him actually there was like a sky, I think, and you see like, I think it might have been the sequel.
Babe goes to the big city.
I think that's what it was.
Yes.
I didn't watch it, but
No,
I
clearly
didn't
not.
watch any Babe. Clearly not.
Yeah, clearly not.
How many movies do you have? Because I wrote down more than 10.
I have 10.
No, I know. Oh, you haven't been erasing. Okay.
No.
I'll ask you about Jaws: The Revenge. The one with Michael Caine.
I think I haven't seen that.
No.
So no.
I
Mine is
haven't
also
seen it
no.
either. I just wanted to bring it up because that was my.
I'm watching a lot of this YouTube channel called Defunctland, and they did an episode about like theme parks that have abandoned rides or whatever.
The Jaws thing.
Yeah, about this one Jaws ride where like.
Did you? It was part of the tour, right?
No, like it had its own ride for a while, but now it's a part of the tour. Let's say like you're driving by the set and the shark
Yeah.
comes out, but they used to have its own ride, and apparently it was the worst ride ever.
Are you serious?
Based on like I think that one was The Awakening or The Revenge. There are 4 Jaws movies. That's crazy. And guess how many of them were directed by Spielberg?
One.
One of them, the best one, the first one.
Well, Michael Caine's in Jaws: The Revenge. Why is Jaws: The Revenge the 4th one?
Like, why do you come around? What was he doing in those other 2 movies?
I think it was his kid, the second one.
Son of Jaws? Oh.
Mighty Joe Jaws.
I just wrote a reboot.
Mighty Jaws Young.
Mighty Jaws Young, ew. So my next movie is the 2005 version of King Kong.
I was gonna put fucking King Kong 1970s version.
Oh, with Jeff Bridges?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't think I finished that movie.
I haven't seen it, but I know that he talks about like the King Kong like raping like Anne or whoever the main girl is.
Oh, that sounds scary.
It is gross.
That sounds like something I don't want to watch.
They go to the island to like for oil.
That sounds boring.
I think.
Okay, so 2005 King Kong Andy Serkis.
Beautiful. I really like that movie. Also, that's the name of one of the songs in that movie.
Really? When I think of it, I think epic. I don't think it's a perfect movie, but I think it's kind of like, it shows its age a little bit, but Kong looks really good in it. It's like 3 hours long, and most of that is pretty cool. And I even like the love story. I'm like into that. I think that movie gets a really bad rap, because I think it's kind of underrated.
I talked with one guy, he said he didn't like it because it was like a fan film. And I'm like, well, how can you like, there's only been like 3 of these. Like...
What does that mean, fan film?
Because he said he just played it too close to like Peter Jackson played it too close to the original. But I mean like there's only like 3. And I mean like what can you do with King Kong?
But I mean, did he really play it too close to the original? I don't see. That's like a weird.
Yeah, I mean
like the narrative, sure. Like in terms of like how you sing Kong in the island and stuff. But Andy Serkis is really good in that movie too.
He's good in everything.
He is.
He's gotten an Oscar, I don't think.
No, and Jack Black's really. Everyone is good in that movie except for maybe the love character. The love interests are actually, I think, the weakest part of that cast.
The blonde one or
her and the guy and Adrian Brody.
Adrian Brody's good.
He's fine. I think Peter Jackson made a movie that was more like, it's old timey. It's supposed to feel old timey, and so I think the result is that their acting feels a little stiff. But I think that's kind of like what they were going for. But I do think it's underrated, and I think like I get emotional when I see Kong dying. Because I'm like, that monkey does not deserve the death he's getting.
Taken from his home.
Which
killed.
do you think is better, the original one or that one?
I like the new one.
I think it's because that's the first one I saw.
Yeah.
And like the original one is really impressive just to watch today.
I didn't touch anything. So relax. No.
But
I brushed my teeth too.
Yeah, no, I love
Peter Jackson. You know that pit scene? Do you know anything about that?
What do you mean? Which one?
Like when they fall into the pit and the big like.
Oh,
bugs attack them. Do you know anything about that?
No.
Like it was supposed to be in the original, but it was like either cut.
Oh, I heard that. Yeah.
Because it was too scary.
That's awesome, and that's like legitimately scary too. It's great.
Like Peter Jackson made like a recreation of it.
Of the original one?
Mm-hmm. It's actually on like the Blu-ray of King Kong.
Ah, that's like another reason to buy it because I don't have it on Blu-ray.
You fool!
I know.
You have a PlayStation 4.
Okay.
Also, it feels really. It's kind of fun to watch. Just like when King Kong's captured and he breaks out, and then like Jack, that's his name,
Adrian Brody.
Like he's the only one in the theater, and he just like stops and they look at each other.
Yeah. Well, it's great when he's in the theater. It's like that. Like it's just epic. It's an epic movie with great spectacle, great story, a great score. That score is like, it's. I don't know how people can dislike this movie so much because I think it's great.
A lot of people don't like Jack Black's performance.
Jack Black's performance, he's great. He's granted he's doing Jack Black, but it works and it feels kind of. I like his whole story personally. I like that he's a selfish bastard who just wants to make money. In the movie. Okay, I think we have time for like maybe 2 more, like 1 each.
Okay, Hulk 2003.
Underrated. It's great.
Overrated. No, I'm just kidding. No, I like it.
Overrated. No, it's. I think we talked about this before off the show.
Do.
It comes up all the time. It's a really weird movie, and it's really unconventional and experimental. But I think it does some really bold choices that I think are cool. Like the comic book paneling is cool. I think the CGI looks good for 2003. I'll like fight anybody who says otherwise. And I like the fact that Hulk gets bigger.
Yeah.
Like he like grows and he looks like kind of squishy, and I don't know, it's just so cool.
Have you seen that photo of just someone took like a still photo of him like coming out of the bushes and like Betty in front of him? She like goes up to like just his thigh.
Really?
Man, he's so big. It makes no
Yeah,
sense.
I like. Yeah, he has like a weird pinchy Botox face. There's like, yes, there are flaws here. However, it's also, I don't know, like that's another movie. It's not perfect. I think it's really long. Like you do feel the weight of it, but I think the stuff with his father is like compelling. You know, I like him fighting those like, I don't know, like gamma dogs. What can I call him? And when he's fighting electricity at the end, he's like jumping up and stuff.
Do you even know who his dad is?
His like the character, it's like Zaz or something.
No,
It's
the
something.
absorbing man. Something.
Is he really the absorbing man?
Yeah, 'cause
is that like his interpretation?
Because every time he touches something, he absorbs it, like The Rock. And remember, he's absorbing Hulk.
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
Come on,
That's true.
comic fan. This is all my
I
stuff.
thought. No,
I'm the one that brought the Hulk pop.
you did. You did bring the Hulk pop. Look, that's like it's the coolest pop I've ever seen. Maybe. Okay, what? It's my turn. Last one, or do you have another one that you really need to do? You know what I mean? Because I have a couple.
There you go, and then I don't know.
Okay, so I have controversial. This is I think I don't know. We didn't talk about it extensively.
This is the one that's gonna make me gonna get me.
No, I don't think it is. I think it'll get me mad. But
Get me mad.
Infinity War.
Oh, it's gonna get you mad?
Not mad. But sad.
I'll say worth because it was worth it. It was a good build up.
See, I think the opposite. I think unworth. That's my word.
If he could snap, he'd take it all
I would
back.
boom.
Boom.
Dude, okay,
I'll do it my
that's like
way.
one of the many issues with that movie. Every 5 seconds they're like, he could snap it. And then Dennis is like, I could snap it. And it's like...
But he doesn't have all the stones. That
I
he snaps
know. He snaps so many... It's just, I don't know. The snap is like this weird overhyped thing. And I'm like, I get it. Because like Gamora says it. I think it only comes out twice. But it annoys me every time. Because Gamora's like, it just takes one snap and he could do it. And I'm like, that's cool. That's all the setup you need. And then Thanos is like, I could snap this way. It's like, dude. I don't know. It just... Because Thanos is stupid. That's the biggest issue.
That's cool.
Thanos is so dumb. So like he wipes it. Like why wouldn't you just double the amount of resources? Like why you gotta kill
That's
people?
what everyone says. You can't be mad.
No, I can't because it's dumb. Because like I'm also a big fan of Age of Ultron, and people hate Age of Ultron.
Age of Ultron is okay.
I think Age of Ultron. I think I'm
Not
more
bad.
fascinated by like the behind the scenes stuff and what the intent was than what the actual execution
Ed
is.
really likes the bloopers.
I do.
And he watched this movie with commentary on.
I do. I did for that. That's one of the few movies I saw all of it with commentary. Because Joss Whedon sounds tired. He sounds like really sad. He's like, yeah, they're making me do this.
I don't want to do the third one.
No. And I don't know. I think, I don't know. Infinity War is complicated. Because I don't think it's very, like, good. I don't think it's a good movie on its own. I think it'll be much better with the second part. But on its own, you're watching it,
Yeah.
it's a bad movie.
I don't even want to buy the Blu-ray right now because I know there's going to be like a combo pack that comes out.
Yeah, true. Because because the first time I watched it, I felt very disappointed. I was upset. I thought this is a bad movie. And then I watched it again, and it warmed up to it. I thought it, like there has some merit to it. But so much of that movie is just...
You sound like you enjoyed Justice League more than this. For the same reason.
In a weird way, I think like you make fun of Justice League. You know what I mean? You can watch 30 seconds of that movie and be like, fuck, that's bad. And then you can watch Infinity War, and you have all this hype coming in. And it feels underwhelming. I felt that was an underwhelming film.
I liked it. I saw it, I think, 2 or 3 times.
I've seen it like 2 times.
Yeah. And I took my brother, and like he was drunk. And we couldn't sit next to each other because we like got like a last minute showing, and it was still fresh. So I had 2 of my brothers. I took my younger one with me to like a different area, and he was on his own. I think he was a little drunk because he just came back from a wedding. But like when we went, he like fell asleep, and he was snoring.
You heard him from... Could you tell it was him?
Yeah, I knew it was him. Like
Oh, man.
I had to get up, and like when I walked over, like the people next to him were just like staring at me, and I'm like,
This is not me.
this is oops. I'm like, wake up. Like, but,
Oops. Oh my god.
yeah, that sucked. But he said, like, thanks for waking me up. You made me miss all the boring parts. I'm like, what boring parts? There's something happening all the time, and I feel like it's a lot.
It is the most movie. Like, there's just a bunch of movie. But I also think it's dumb because, like, the movie ends where the first act of a real movie would end. You know what I mean? Like, that's when the story starts. And, I don't know. I like Captain Marvel tease because Samuel L. Jackson almost says the F word. And that's really
They've been doing that lately.
What? Teasing that F word?
Yeah. Like, Spider-Man Homecoming is interesting.
It's a flawed movie, but I think there's a lot to like.
It feels weird. He brings up porn, and, like, Aunt May almost says the F word. Like, what? Taboo, I think?
Ooh, are we breaking this barrier?
I don't know, but I gotta pee. That's all I gotta say. Someone open
all right. Let's wrap it up. And you want to give a last movie, or are you ready for recommendations?
I'll do one more.
Let's do it.
I'll do, Last Jedi.
Don't make me talk about Last Jedi.
You have
one word, like one succinct word.
What movie did we just talk about? Infinity War?
Yeah.
I already gave that
this is gonna be like reverse. Then, The Last Jedi. I don't know. I want that perfect word to encapsulate what I feel about it. But, like, if I had to use one word, it's good. It's a pretty good movie. Yeah.
It's not.
It is pretty good.
It's not good.
Yeah,
it's a fucking waste of time. It's
What?
a fucking waste of time.
Oh
man.
my god. No.
Nothing happened.
No, what are you talking about?
What happened?
Snoke gets his ass murdered.
Yeah.
Kylo Ren's like the beating heart of that movie.
What happens?
He's great.
What happens for like at least like more than half of that movie? They're in a ship doing nothing. They're on a planet doing nothing.
I think what's really good is I think it's like there's 3 layers to it. The Kylo Ren Rey stuff is great.
That's okay.
And then the Poe on the ship stuff is pretty good.
No, it's boring.
And then
why did you just fucking tell him the plan?
And then the Finn Rose stuff is bad.
Why did you tell him the plan? What's the point of hiding it?
I agree with that. I do agree with that.
How is it good?
But I think it's entertaining because I think there's also like the inherent logic that like you just do what you're told.
No,
yes,
dude, he's like.
But I think that kind of plays into the theme, the idea that you are breaking out of conventional molds.
Dude,
because I think that's what the whole movie's about.
Poe's on top, man.
Exactly.
I would trust him. I would trust him with my life.
Well, unless
I was a bomber.
The film sets it up so that I forgot what her name is. The Laura Dern's character, Admiral Holdo.
Fucking cares.
They set her up so that she seems dubious, but like she has no reason to be. Poe has no real reason to doubt her.
I would if you're not telling me what's up.
That's not his responsibility. I mean, there's like a hierarchy. There's a need-to-know basis. Why does he need to know?
Someone's got to question this.
I don't know. I mean, if this is like Leia's right-hand woman, why do you so badly need to like have your answer?
She's old and senile.
No, the movie proves that she's not. She force flies to the ship, which is pretty silly. And it's pretty.
Why is she the only one that survives that? Like.
Yeah, no, I do think that is one of the flaws. They do unceremoniously kill off a lot of people, which sucks. But I don't know. I think it's pretty good overall. I still think, because I think Rey and Kylo Ren doing like their force sexting, I'm like, it's great.
Rey's so fucking annoying.
Really? I think Rey is so cool.
No, what?
I think she is like a cool cat.
No,
like, you know what I mean? Like, she is.
You are boring. You do like her. That's why.
No, I don't know. Because I think with a lot of these, like, if you look at a character like Luke Skywalker, objectively on the surface, there's not a lot of depth to him. And I think with Rey, she has like twice the depth of Luke Skywalker in those initial, in the first movie. Rey already has something pretty compelling.
Have you seen the behind the scenes though? Have you seen like Rian Johnson talk about this movie?
I don't like Rian Johnson.
Dude, have you seen him though?
Yeah, he's the worst.
Yeah, he treated everyone like crap. Have you seen like him and like Mark Hamill talking?
I watched the entire behind the scenes documentary they made.
They treat Mark so bad.
Yeah.
I feel so bad for him.
I do too. There was a tweet he just came out with where some fan is like, "Can you explain to me Luke's arc? Because I'm kind of having trouble understanding it." And Luke's like, "As soon as I figure it out, I'll tell you." I was like, poor. That was direct. He
doesn't like it still.
Well, that's what kind of like what the theme of the documentary is. It's like you have this director who wants this actor who wants this, and it's like, how does that work behind the scenes?
Wait, no, that shouldn't be what the behind the scenes is about.
Well, I mean, you also get a real. It's like a film. It's a feature length. Well, what should the documentary be about? I mean, you see the making of this
documentary about this.
It was good.
It wasn't good.
The documentary is really good because it doesn't hide the fact that Mark Hamill does not want to be like this version of Luke. It's very upfront about it.
Who wants to? It sucks. It makes no sense. It makes no sense.
I think it could. Well, I mean,
why would he? Try
think it could.
Why
No,
would
don't
he
get me
try
wrong.
to kill him?
I agree that is a leap, but I also think if we just kind of like view the story with its flaws, I think it's compelling. Because I think when you're in that theater and you're watching it, you're like, oh, don't get me wrong, it's not perfect, but it's pretty good. And I unabashedly own the Blu-ray because it was gifted to me. I don't buy Blu-rays anymore, even though I wish I did. This is the one. This is how we're getting on a show with a fight.
This movie's not good.
It is good.
Not good.
That's the thing. It is good. I would say it's like. It's hard to rank.
Low tier.
No, but I think it's conflicting because I think all this isn't. I don't want this to turn into a Star Wars podcast, so I'll wrap it up. but I think it's conflicting because the casino stuff is terrible, and it drags down the whole movie.
Nothing even happens.
What? I mean, stuff happens.
Not on
man.
the casino planet.
Oh no, that's dumb. That's like supposed to reinforce the theme, and it's like, no, I don't need this. It's dumb when Benicio del Toro just leaves.
And this dumb kid stuff too. Like, what?
Well, I like The Last Shot.
That's what Rian Johnson does every time. Every movie.
Does he with? I can only think of Looper.
He had a kid in that movie too.
That was fine.
It looked like the same fucking kid. It did.
No, it was like a little brown kid in Looper, wasn't it?
No, it was a little white boy with brown hair.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I like the end of The Last Jedi, where you see the little kid looking up at the stars. That's really cool.
Is it leading up? Never mind. But like, it's fine. It's not a Star Wars movie. It's not Star Wars.
It's Star Wars.
It's not Star Wars.
It totally is Star Wars.
It's not Star Wars.
I think
they made the casino world so they can have a new Star Tours location.
Is that a Star Tours thing now?
I don't know. Probably.
I don't know.
I don't see why it wouldn't.
But
be
like the thing is, I agree. The casino scene is awful. I would still go there, and order an alcoholic drink. They're gonna have alcohol in the Star Wars land. It's the only place besides Club 33 that you can get alcohol in Disneyland now. That's kind of weird.
Oops.
Ooh.
I don't want to pay $150 for one day though.
Yeah, that's why you're gotta get a pass, dude.
Dude, I'm working one day a week.
Save up for it. Don't buy Spider-Man. Save up for a Disney pass.
No, that's okay. I'll buy Spider-Man.
Alrighty, you want it ready for recommendations?
Yeah.
Let's do it. Okay, so this is the recommendations portion of the show. We recommend things to our awesome friends, listeners. I don't know. What are we?
What are we? We're
co-hosts.
I don't know, Star Wars.
Who does? So we'll recommend anything and everything we think our dear listeners and viewers should know and advice they should heed. So Chris, what recommendation do you have for our awesome guys this week?
Don't open a soda when you know you can't, because your teeth are too sensitive. You can't have cold things. You can't enjoy ice cream. You can't have a cold water. You gotta have it room temperature. Life hurts.
This is true.
But I will drink lemonade.
I would recommend don't sell land. I don't know, it's crazy. Why would you ever sell land? Why does anybody ever sell land? Right? Why would you? Just keep it.
I mean,
it's like a nice thing to have.
But then I gotta take care of it.
No, you don't. It's
there.
there.
Well, it's gonna turn to dirt.
Yeah, let it turn to dirt.
No.
It's fine. Why do you gotta sell it? You just have it. It's nice to have.
Damn.
It's just there.
Damn, Ed.
Damn.
I mean, you kind of buy land when you buy a house, basically.
Yeah, just get another one.
Kind of.
Find another one.
I'm moving the.
Nobody's using this one. Take this one.
Here,
why do you have to buy it?
You take this freaking table.
Where can we find you on the internet?
In the bathroom. Only on Instagram because I don't know. I'm gonna try and stay off it, but I mean I'll probably post something.
Who knows? Maybe.
At underscore Milky _way. That hit me in the DMs for that Snapchat. I'll link it you.
Okay, so you can find me at Life of Screen. You can find the show at MWM Podcast. Chris has to pee, so we're gonna wrap it up. Thank you for listening. We'll be back with you next week.